to talk about how you can invest smarter, right? If you're looking at this video, you obviously want to start investing in real estate somehow, some way. You want to just get started. And so if I could give any knowledge, the number one thing that I personally feel, remember, I tell people all the time, I'm not anybody's guru. I just do what I know is best for me and my situation and what has worked for me. So one of the things that I would like to talk about today is how to invest smarter. You know, if you look at my previous video, I talked about an FFN number, which is your financial freedom number. Whatever that number is, you want to start there and work backwards on how you can invest smarter. But most importantly, what I've learned over the past couple of years, actually exposing myself to students all over the United States, there's two things that people want. They want more money, or they want to quit their job and replace investment income for their job. So one of the things that I always tell people is, okay, you have to think about your risk factors, right? So like, what's your risk factor and what are you willing to lose? Now, I always say that because there can be some kind of crazy deals that happen. So I kind of want you to keep that mindset of like what you can possibly lose. However, there are ways that you cannot lose. And so I'm going to talk about two different strategies, which you already know. If you're on my channel, there's two different strategies that I do. That's tax deeds and that's overages. Now, tax deeds, there is risk, but it's a very minimal, right? Whereas overages, there is no risk whatsoever. I promise you, if you put the work in, you're going to get the money out, and it's definitely going to be more money you're getting than you actually put out. So when I think about how to invest smarter, I would say if you're wanting more cash and you want more liquid cash over a short period of time, I would definitely suggest overages. Now, if you're wanting to still invest smarter, but you want to do a lower risk, I definitely suggest doing tax deeds. Now, the reason why I love this and I get passionate about tax deeds and overages is because I've done everything under the sun. When I tell you I've done the fix and flips, that you guys probably don't even see my gray hairs, but I've had a lot of gray hairs from that. I've done the wholesales. I've done the buy and holds. I pretty much have done all the investment strategies there is for all my Robert Kiyosaki students that spent thousands of dollars. Thumbs up if you used it. I mean, I could go on and on about all the different real estate gurus that I've invested in. And one of the things that I can definitely say is that they didn't tell you how much risk was involved in doing those investments. They all make money, but there's also risk associated with each niche. So back to my whole goal about investing smarter and not harder, I would suggest if you are new to this real estate investment game is to start with overages. Now, you do have to work a little bit, but you don't have to work as hard as us real estate agents or as us full-time investors do. And I say us because I have invested full-time in real estate for a very long time until I got to this point where I'm like, I wish somebody would have told me about this like 20 years ago. I'd probably be sitting on an island that I own, right? But of course, you know, trial and error, you know, life teaches you things. And so that's why I love this channel. I'm very passionate about it because I was like you, if you're watching this video and you're like, I just want to start. I just want to do something. I want an exit strategy. I want the type of freedom that I see everybody else doing. Well, a little sidebar, it does cost to get a little bit of that freedom. And I was talking to another student the other day, and she's like, she was one of my first students to actually get an overage in one of my cohorts. And she was just like, I'm going to quit my job this year. And I was like thinking in my head, like, I don't think that's a good idea because I always say use your job as your investor. But she literally focused 3 months. And she actually was able to get her first overage claim. And so I say that all to say that she worked smart, and she realized she didn't have to work as hard as she was working on her job. I mean, literally, she was doing that part-time because she had a full-time job. So anyway, Anyway, so if you're looking to invest smarter and not harder, I would personally suggest doing overages. You will have to probably work a little bit harder than usual because it takes a learning curve to kind of like understand the process. But I assure you that it's worth the wait, you guys. It really is. I'm so dumbfounded behind it. And if you look at another one of my videos, I only do tax deed overages, but there's bankruptcy overages, there's mortgage overages. I'm starting to get a lot of people asking about that because people are starting to foreclose, but I only do tax deed overages, and I feel like that's the best investment strategy as far as working smart and not hard, because you're not really having to invest $100 or less of your money, literally. So anyway, if this video was helpful, please like and subscribe, and I look forward to working with you one day.